Hello everyone! And it's not clickbait in the slightest when I'll tell you that today's video will be absolutely insane, because the current situation in Skibidi toilet community is worthy of a discussion. And if you watched my previous video where I explained to you what happened to several Skibidi multiverses, including the Skibidi invasion by Speederund, and why they are basically dead in the moment, then it'll be easier for you to understand what still keeps happening, because more Skibidi creators started voicing out their opinions on what is actually going on in this fandom, as well as some truly insane information got revealed too. And today I'm going to discuss everything that I know with you guys, as well as reveal some insight on the fourth part of episode 77 and why Boom decided to personally delay it again. So get your tea and snacks ready and be sure to watch this video to the end because it's definitely going to be worth it. Let's go. And be sure to also give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, because I'm making a lot of interesting Skibidi toilet content to keep you guys in tune in the moments when we are waiting for the next episode to get released. Okay, so if you are subscribed now, let's continue. And first of all, I would like to mention most recent live stream that another Skibidi creator called Ibio75 held a few days ago. And I've already spoken about this guy in my last video because he was the one who got sort of kidnapped by Officer Balls again, just as Boom, but then managed to break free. Okay, and it was all fun and games, but right now we're going to talk about something much more serious. So Ibio75 reached out to Boom via Discord and asked him some questions about the upcoming episode and other stuff connected to Skibidi Toilet series during his live stream. So here's what Ibio75 asked. Boom, today's episode won't be released, but we're live right now. If you want, you can send us something incredible and epic like a leak, or tell us something about part 4 of episode 77, whatever you like. And to this, Boom actually replied by saying, "Sup everyone. The fourth part of episode 77 is to be bigger than part 3, and it's my favorite part in the whole 77th episode. I noticed people being disappointed with release dates recently. After the release of part 2, I was not resting, but making dynamic battles is incredibly time-consuming. So far, I had an unfortunate experience with more animators, having to redo from scratch the entirety of the animations I were sent, but I'm still looking for help. Some parts of part 4 were also butchered by software, so had to spend time to fix them as well. I sincerely hope that after full episode, things will go a bit faster. I know it was promised after 70, but episodes from 72 to 77 ended up being more complex than they were initially planned to be. For example, fight with Astro Detainer in 72nd episode was super short, and episode 74 only involved the last part with Invasion of Astros, while its lab sequence that should have been present in 70 part 2. 75 and 77 part 1 events were also planned to be in one episode. Now that I realized it takes too much time, I reconstructed some future episodes so they will be focused on important events and introductions only while being shorter and less expansive. The fourth part of episode 77 is coming within the next 2 weeks for sure, if nothing serious will cause it to be delayed. As always, don't be patient. And Boom sent this message just yesterday or on the 7th of October, which means that the next part of the episode is supposed to come out within the next 2 weeks, which is still quite a long time to wait, but at least Boom explained in details why it actually happened and what was wasting his time. And I must also add that I'm really sorry to hear how Boom had to work with some underwhelming animators before whose work wasn't basically up his own standards, and it really explains a lot. But I also hope that Boom will find the loyal and professional creators for his future team, which will make his work much easier soon. And what I also paid attention to in his message were his words about how some Skibidi fans were really disappointed in having to wait so long for a new episode, which caused the whole explanation from him, and I can definitely understand those fans, as I am also the one depending on Boom's episodes, and of course I would prefer to see the episodes coming out much quicker. But I am also a YouTube creator myself, and I realize what kind of issues and obstacles can make the work harder or longer for Boom. So I have to complain to him about that, and I wish him the best in his work. But what is actually not so positive, though, is the other complaints that I noticed towards Boom recently. And I've already made a Skibidi news video where I discussed in details why some of the Skibidi multiverses started shutting down and what caused it. And long story short, even though Speederund refused to blame Boom in anything and explained his decision to shut Skibidi Invasion down by her personal preferences only, the other creator called Boomdag said that it was due to Boom's channel complaints regarding his multiverse, and that's why he had to stop the production of his fan-made series. And he even dropped several proofs of his words, which I also showed to you in my video. Okay, and what if I'll tell you that this whole saga is not over yet? And to tell you even more, it's possible that it's gotten to be even worse. So here's what happened in the last couple of days. Another famous Skibidi toilet creator called Zack Door reached out to his audience a few days ago and wrote the following statement. I got strikes from Mr. Boom, specifically from his merch company called Invisible Narratives LLC. As many as 15 videos have been deleted from my channel, and the channel is on the verge of being deleted as well. I talked to Alexei personally and realized that he is offended by me, and I have been silent for a long time about what is happening, but I think it's time to tell. At the very beginning of the development of my channel, Alexei wrote to me and demanded a percentage of income from me. So I tried to prove to him that he was wrong and argued with him in every possible way. And honestly speaking, I regret doing so. Sometimes it is better to bend under someone than to lose everything. This is probably one of the most important lessons I have learned in my life. Alexei will not allow me to continue creating content about Skibidi Toilet. So I would like to publicly announce that I am leaving this topic. It doesn't mean that I'm leaving YouTube, just that now the content on the channel will be different if I'll still manage to save it. I want to thank everyone for the fact that you once subscribed to my channel. I would continue to please you with content on Skibidi Toilet. But alas, Alexei does not want to negotiate with me. And some more news. I almost finished the 22nd episode of Skibidi President's Multiverse, but I don't know if I can publish it if I manage to save the channel. And maybe I'll release a big farewell video where I'll talk about everything in detail. That's the way it is. Very sad. And there was also a bit more information in Zack Door's Telegram's channel where he posted several more updates in Russian. So I translated the most important messages for you guys. That's what Zack Door writes. There is some good news, as almost all my appeals have been accepted, and therefore the channel will not be deleted. I definitely decided that now there will be no Skibidi Toilet videos, because if I post a new episode of the President's Multiverse, then with the 99% probability I will get striked again. So the only option that remains for me is to switch to other content, and I think many people will still like it. Have a nice day. I hope you're with me until the very end. Then later, Zack Door writes, Invisible Narratives LLC is threatening to sue me for using their intellectual property. Then the question is, why do other Skibidi creators quietly exist? It's not fair, is it? If they really think that they have the right to delete fan-mades, then let them delete everyone already. But at the same time, we see that there are many Parasite channels that just stupidly re-upload Boom's original episodes and make compilations of them. Which means that there are many Skibidi Toilet exploitative farms, but both Invisible Narratives LLC and Boom do not have any issues with them. It's very strange. And the very last post that can be found in Zack Door's channel is, for some reasons I had to delete some of my posts. I can't reveal all the cards yet, as it still may be possible for me to resolve this situation. Okay, and where do I even start here? First of all, I'm always happy to support Skibidi Toilet's fan-made creators, as they're also making the content they work quite hard on. And I definitely do not think that they should be considered parasites on Boom's content. We all exist within the same awesome fandom, and lots of Skibidi Toilet creators have lots of imagination and creativity to do their own stuff based on Boom's creations nonetheless. But I must also mention that this whole situation is indeed very messy, and it's become like that exactly due to the Invisible Narratives LLC involvement. But what the hell is this company anyway, and how it's connected to Boom? So I found some really curious information about it, and now I'll tell you everything that I know. So what is Invisible Narratives LLC exactly? As far as we know, it is the company which is currently having the rights on Skibidi Toilet franchise, and it was established by Adam Goodman, which is the former Paramount Pictures and DreamWorks Studios executive producer, and no other than Michael Bay, who has directed the Transformers movie saga. Do these names ring the bell for you guys? Because those are the ones who are currently involved in the production of Skibidi Toilet movie, and they are working with Boom at the moment. And now it's those people exactly who own the intellectual property rights of Skibidi Toilet brand. It's also worth mentioning that earlier the Invisible Narratives company signed a contract with Bonkers Toys, which is a toy manufacturing company in the United States. And the toy sales on Skibidi Toilet started this October. And that's what the hype around the first day of October was about. And major Skibidi Toilet creators such as No Skill Clutch, Dom Studio, and others also made their PR of this toy sales in their own multiverses. The launch of sales captured many countries of the world, and the creation of the toy line definitely made Skibidi Toilet brand even stronger and more official. And to tell you even more, Adam Goodman had previously stated in his interview with The Variety that they would work with the Alliance of Fan Channels. And apparently this alliance also assumes a lot of obligations for Skibidi creators, such as specifying the name of Boom's channel at the beginning of every one of their fan-made videos or advertising his toys as well. But what about those who is not a part of this very alliance? Well, I believe that Boomdag, Zack Door, and other smaller creators can be some sort of answers to this question. And apparently the strikes issue is linked all the way to Adam Goodman and Michael Bay figures. But where is Boom himself in this whole situation? Based on the messages that Zack Door presented to us, it seems obvious that Boom still has some sort of power over his own creation, and also the YouTube creations of other people. And his personal attitude towards this or that creator can also play a significant role in what will happen with some particular Skibidi multiverse. And well, apparently both Boomdag and Zack Door did not come to peaceful terms with Boom, and that's why they're experiencing all this mess with strikes. And I must be honest with you guys, I was not there when the whole issue between Zack Door and Boom happened, so I am not in the right to tell you who is exactly right and who's wrong. I'm only bringing you the news regarding Skibidi Toilet Universe, as I am also a part of it, and I always was. And I believe that you can have your own opinion regarding this whole situation, but one thing I want to say for certain. I really hope that everything will be reassured between Boom and other talented Skibidi creators, and the situation in the fandom will be stabilized for good, because I don't want to lose any talented people from our fandom. And that was all for today. Write in the comments below about what you guys personally think about this whole situation. And be sure to subscribe to my channel not to miss my new videos. And also to my Discord where you can contact me directly and get lots of info for my subscribers only. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!